how do you guys manage your employees on a remote basis, and some of them being from other countries?
And I'll tell you, one of the first projects that we took on, man, it was a really, really large project for a company in Austin, Texas. And when we put together the team, they were from 7 different countries, man, in Latin America. So Emilio and I looked at each other. We were like, I mean, it should follow the same trends and the same techniques that we use to manage, and it'll be okay, right? And actually, I think it worked beautifully, right? But we had people from Mexico, from Ecuador, from Colombia, from Brazil, from the US on the same team, and it really blended really well. I think the number one thing, and I'll talk about one, and then we can go one and one, Emilio, on this. But number one is hiring the right people, right? People who have experience working remote is very important. They have to have solid values, principles of how do you work remote, how do you focus, and how do you get the work done.
Yeah, I think one thing that helps us a lot, Dagen, because it's not just us. We have a team of over 25 administrators who report directly to us. We're not billable. They're not working with our clients. But we also have the developers out there, and how do we make sure that they're there for our clients, right? A lot of our clients would like to know that they're working, that they're actually doing so. So we train them during the onboarding process. They're trained to reach out to their clients at least 3 times a day or more. Number 1 is when they show up for Scrum in the morning. Number 2 is when they go to lunch, they tell the clients, hey, I'm going to lunch, I'm working on this task, I'll be back, I'll continue on this. And then at the end of the day, another touch base. Hey, I'm about to wrap it up for the day. I'm done with this task. Tomorrow I'm going to start working with this one. So if you don't see that from engineers, it's hard to know what they're doing. The world has changed, and now the remote work is something that is common. But there's still companies that are struggling with it. We have a couple of clients that had a couple incidents with our developers, and we're changing the way we onboard them now. And everybody has to communicate at least 3 times a day. It's one of the ways we improve that side.
Okay. Would you guys be able to share an example of when it doesn't work out, or when there's an issue between the teams? Is it simply just communication is not there, or the culture doesn't line up, or is it something different?
I would say it's more that the culture just doesn't line up, or they get busy with something else. And they're not delivering for the team, right? The good thing, I think the way that we have it set up, everybody has to come to scrums in the morning, also report what they're working on. What did they work on yesterday? What are they working on today? And do they have any blockers? And when you see somebody who's like stuck on the same story, and it's a simple story, not us, right? Like the team will call them out and be like, hey man, we need to deliver this. You haven't been able to carry your weight. What's going on, right? Self-management teams, right? Where there's strong teams that work together. When somebody's not working out, they'll call them out. Why? Because everybody has their reputation. Everybody has their deliverables and their work to get done. And because they're dragging one person to try to get stuff done, they'll just raise their hand and be like, hey, we already talked with him. Can somebody talk with him? We think he's not a good fit with the team.
Okay.